Periscope app allows you to broadcast live from anywhere. Twitter launched it less than 2 months ago. It is already home to a virtual star.
Hey Italy, hey El Salvador, hey Germany.
So here's some mangoes. They're actually not that great right now, and I know about mangoes because I'm from Florida.
Once you join this channel, you're officially what I like to call, or what we all call each other, is just Periscope family.
So I am going to be...
That Los Angeles artist draws viewers from around the world. But Periscope is under fire this morning. Users illegally streamed Saturday's Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Showtime and HBO held the rights to air the bout on pay-per-view. Showtime is owned by CBS. Their viewers paid nearly $100 to see the fight at home. Kayvon Bakepor is the CEO of Periscope, and we're pleased to have him here. So tell us what exactly it is and how many of your viewers viewed the fight.
Well, I mean, Periscope is a live video broadcasting app, which means that you can take your iPhone out and start a live video broadcast from your phone and anyone can watch.
So they're at a movie theater somewhere watching the fight?
Well, I mean, you can take your phone out and use it anywhere, but we don't really think that people are using Periscope to do that very much because, frankly, it's not a very good experience to watch a movie that's been shot on an iPhone in a theater.
I'm thinking about a fight.
Right. I mean, what we saw on Saturday, what a lot of people have been talking about, is that some people were taking their phone and filming their television because, you know, the fight was on television and they wanted to share it. But again, we don't think that's a very compelling way to engage in that content.
But did it happen?
It did happen.
And how much?
Well, it's hard to quantify that, but the numbers that we did release, we got 66 requests to take down broadcasts of the fight. So that's like folks like CBS and Showtime reaching out and saying, hey, we found the stream. It shouldn't be streaming. Can you please take it down? And we responded to 30 of those within just a few minutes and took them down.
But Kayvon, they're using the word like piracy along with your company, along with your name. Do you feel that you did anything wrong and that you should be in trouble today?
No, I think we've built a tool that allows people to share what they're seeing with the world. And sometimes people will use that for things that we have no intention of supporting. Piracy is not something that excites us. What excites us is building a teleportation machine.
But one of the people had 10,000 viewers, I'm told, looking at the fight.
Yeah, and we were reached out to about that stream, and we were able to take that down. So again, I don't think that it's something that we've inherently done wrong in any way. I think we've built a tool, just like Twitter is a tool, just like Facebook is a tool. Like, we've built a tool that people can use for a lot of things. And the circumstances of Saturday were very unusual in that you had a very hyped event that was very exclusive, that was very expensive, and you had cable operators that literally went down so people couldn't access the content. So it was an unusual set of circumstances, but Periscope has been out now for over a month.
But does Periscope say to the people who subscribe and use your app, do not use this for material that is copyrighted?
Absolutely. It's part of our content policy.
Yeah.
You cannot...
And if it happens, do you take it down immediately when someone protests?
Absolutely.
How long does it take to do that?
It depends, but in the case of Saturday, which was a high volume relative to any other moment, it was within minutes. I mean, the fastest turnaround time was less than a minute, and the slowest wasn't that much longer. So we're extremely responsive, and we take it really seriously because we have great relationships with partners like CBS and Showtime, and we have no intention for Periscope to be a place where you stream a boxing match on TV. That's just not... Like, the exciting thing about Periscope is watching HBO Boxing's account take you backstage into Manny Pacquiao's locker room, which also happened 30 minutes before the fight. So we're working with partners like HBO and Showtime. That's the exciting content that you can't see on TV.
Except one of the things that happened, Twitter owns Periscope, and Dick Costello tweeted right after the fight that the winner is Periscope. And as the New York Times said, this sounds like a big corporate cheer for piracy, that you celebrated the fact that you stole content.
I can make it unequivocally clear to you that there's nothing exciting to us about piracy. What that tweet was in reference to was all the amazing content that happened leading up to the fight. Watching Manny Pacquiao in his locker room, that's not something you could see on television. And we saw it through, of all people, HBO's eyes. So that's the sort of thing that excites us as creators of the platform.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because here's the concern, because there are companies like Ustream that have technology that it can immediately take down this copyrighted video.
Right.
What is Periscope doing to have similar type of controls so that copyrighted material isn't streamed? I mean, we have NFL football coming up. We have all kinds of sports franchises that are worried about this as well.
We're genuinely excited to work with our partners to develop those tools. Companies like YouTube and Ustream develop those tools over years. We've been live for a month, and we're really excited to work with whoever we need to figure out what those tools are.
So where do you think Periscope will be in 3 years? Where's the future?
I truly believe that Periscope can be a teleportation device. It'll allow you, Charlie, to explore the world in real time through others' eyes. You want to be in a beach in Thailand right now, you want to see what's happening on the streets of Istanbul, you can do that.
You know what I love about it is if you do what the three of us do, you can be somewhere and you see somebody really interesting and you can stream it right then. And I mean, that's just great, because you may not see them.
We were watching Paul
minutes
Lewis
later.
on the ground in Baltimore, sharing the important things that were happening around there in the most raw and unfettered way that I've experienced from a journalism standpoint.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that's exciting.
That's what
to me.
I think is so cool. I was at Oprah's house recently for dinner, and somebody said, we should Periscope this. And Oprah said, yeah, let's not. but where did this idea come from? Because I do think you can take us places that we could never get to go. Where did it come from originally?
So my co-founder and I were taking some time off before starting Periscope, and I actually had a trip planned to Istanbul. And right before my trip, you know, the Taksim Square protests were happening in Turkey. Yeah. And I remember thinking to myself, like, is it safe for me to go? I want to see what's happening on the ground. And you watch the news, you even look at Twitter and get a very sensationalized account of what's happening. I wanted to see a live feed of the street that my hotel was on. That would be the perfect articulation to me of whether it was safe or not. There are thousands of people who walk by that street every day with smartphones and high-speed network connections. Why can't I see
It'll
through
be
their
interesting
eyes?
to see how it changes journalism.
I think there's a huge potential for it to change journalism.
What do we do about the boring videos of people going to the grocery store?
What
do we do with that?
Don't watch them.
It's
That's
the
great.
internet. That's going to exist, and it's okay. It's one of the charming things about the internet. We have to sift through and find, and some people like it, which is great.
No, I've been accused of some boring things too. So listen,
I think Charlie's
get
probably
it.
seen some cat videos in his day.
I would bet not.
He prefers dogs.
He's not responding.
That's right,
He
Nora.
prefers dogs.
That's fine. There are plenty of those too.
Good
Hey,
job.
Ron Bakeport.
Thank you,
Really
guys.
great to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you'll be back.
We like the future.
Yes.
Great.